to my channel, and here we'll be working on the construction of isometric view of these given orthographic views. So we are going to put the part together to produce an isometric view of this object. Please, I want to appreciate for watching my video, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you can learn more on this channel. When you subscribe, put on the notification bell and share my videos with your friends who are technical drawing students. And do not forget to practice. This is a practical subject. You need to practice to become a master at it. As I said, we are going to make the isometric view of these given orthographic views as we are instructed here that we should draw approximately full size of this bed. Normally, the approximately that they mentioned is that we have to make this in using freehand sketching, but I want to produce this the isometric view by making use of instruments. Okay, now this is the front elevation, this is the plan, this is the end elevation. It means these views are given in first angle orthographic projection. So we are going to start with this front elevation by producing this shape like this. Okay, so we're asked to take point A as the lowest point. So this is the way I'm going to do it, and let's start. What we need to do now is to just put a point here. Okay, so on this point, so you may not see it clearly, so on this point that we have here, I'm going to draw a vertical line, just a short vertical line, because of that shape that we have at point A that we are asked to make the lowest point. So this is the line that I'm talking about. This line is the line I'm talking about. So the distance from here to here is 5 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 5 millimeters on this line from this point. 5 millimeters. So this is 5 millimeters here. Okay, so from this point I'm going to draw a line in this direction with my 30 degrees set square like this. Okay, then we have that the length from here to here is 15 millimeters as given in the plan. So I'm going to take a measurement of 15 millimeters from here on this line. 15 millimeters. Okay, so this is 15 millimeters. So here I'm going to draw a vertical line at this point. Okay, so a vertical line at this point like this. All right, so so from this point, also from this point, the first point that we make use of to draw that vertical line, I'm going to draw a line in this direction like this, my 30 degrees set square. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to so measurement from here to here is 10 millimeters. From here to here is 10 millimeters. This is 5 and this is 5. So I'm going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters from this point here. So this is 10 millimeters. Okay, so this 10 millimeters, I'm going to draw this line. So I will draw it in this direction. So I draw it in this direction like this. Okay, so then I'm going to take a measurement of the distance from here to this end, and it is given in the plan that is 90 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 90 millimeters from this from this point, just that, okay, maybe okay, so we have taken 15 millimeters, we have taken 15 millimeters from here to here. So if I subtract 15 from 90, so that is going to give us 75. So that means I'm to take a measurement of 75 from this point here, 75 millimeters from this point. So this is 75 millimeters. So at this point now, I will now draw a vertical line. I will draw a vertical line from this point. Okay, so here I will draw a vertical line like this. Okay, then we have that the distance from here to here is 80 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 80 millimeters from here. 80 millimeters. So this is 80 millimeters. So I'm going to draw a line, just a short line in this direction. So with 30 degrees set square, and then we have that the thickness from here to here is 13 millimeters. It is given in the plan, 13 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 13 millimeters from here. So this is 13 millimeters. So I'm going to draw a vertical line. I will need to take this line back a little bit. So I'm going to draw a vertical line from this point down. Okay, so with what we have done now, so we are not yet done with what we are given as the front elevation. So because we have some parts that are not yet there, but we are going to put them there. So what I'm going to do now, so before we can put, if you look at the plan, we have a rectangular hole, and this line that is drawn with short dashes line is talking about this point. So when we are looking at it from top down, it will be hidden from us. So this short dashes line that is put here is for this rectangular hole. And then look at this shape that we have here. This shape that we have here, and looking at the plan here, that we have this rectangle. So it means that there is something that is standing in the middle. It's standing in the middle. So we are going to put it there. We're going to put it there. So okay, let's see. So before that, so what we need to do now is to draw a line. So from this point, we project a line to this side like this. Okay, and also from this point we project a line to this side, and from this point also we project a line to this side. Okay, so we come to this point also, so we come here, so we have to draw a line in this direction. Okay, so we come up here, so we also draw a line in this direction from this point. Okay, then we come to this side, so we also draw a line in this direction. All right, so then, so with all that we have done here, so we move on to get the length from here to here, distance from here to here. So it is not given in the plan, but if we come to this end elevation, it is given. So the radius of this arc is 30 millimeters. So distance from here to here now will now be 60 millimeters. So that is what we have from here to here, 60 millimeters. So we take a measurement of 60 millimeters from here. We're going to take 60 millimeters from here. So this is 60 millimeters. Okay, so this work may take time, so but we finish it. Okay, so so we draw a vertical line from here, and then so we take this line, so we transfer it to the other side with our 30 degrees set square. So this is it. So we transfer it to this side, and also so we draw a vertical line here from this point. So here we draw a vertical line like this, and then we come here, so we draw a line in this direction. So we are moving on, so you can see what we have presently. So let's start with the production of this rectangular hole. So what we have here, so we are told that from here to here is 5 millimeters, and the width of the rectangular hole is 5 millimeters. So what is the length of the rectangular hole? It is given here. It is given here in the end elevation that it is 40 millimeters. It is 40 millimeters. So what I will do first is to get the midpoint of this thing. So this which is 60. So I get the midpoint, which is 60 millimeters. So the midpoint is 30 millimeters. So I'm going to transfer this. I'm going to transfer this to this end here. So I'll transfer this to this end. Okay. Okay. So as a center line, I will draw it as a center line. Then I will take it up. I will take it up. Okay. All right. So because I'm still going to make use of it at this end, so that's why I took it up. So now, so we come to this point, we take a measurement of 5 millimeters from here for the rectangular hole, and then we also take another 5 millimeters. So with this, so I'm going to transfer this to the other side. So I'll transfer this to the other side. So take this to this side, and also I will take this to this side. All right, so as I said, the length of the rectangular hole that we have here is 40 millimeters. It is given in the end elevation. So I'm going to come to the midpoint here. I will take 20 millimeters to this side, okay, and I will also take 20 millimeters to this side for the rectangular hole. So what I need to do now with that measurement that I've taken, so I will just use my black pen to draw. So I'll make it thick at once. So then I'll move it here and make it thick at once. So I want to bring out that shape at once, so that I will not come back to it. So I'll make this a thick line. All right. So I'll also make this a thick line like this. Okay, so to show that this is a hole, so all I need to do is to come to this point, then I will draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so if you look at it, you can see that it shows that it's just like a hole. Okay, so we are done with that part. Now let's move to this part that we have here. Let's move to this part. So so this thing, if you look at this, what we have in the middle here, or what we just need to do is to okay, so we have that the length from here to here is 30 millimeters. So, and then the first of all took 25 millimeters from here to here. For us to get this end here, we have to take 25 millimeters, then we take 30 millimeters. So let's do that first before we move on. So from this, that means from this point, I'm going to take a measurement from this end here. I will take a measurement of 25 millimeters, and this is 25 millimeters. Then I'm going to take 30 millimeters. So I will take 30 millimeters here. This is 30 millimeters. So let's first of all transfer it to the other side. So I will take this to this side. Okay, so I will come here also. I'll transfer it to this side. So what I need to do now is to come here. So I'll come here and draw a line down here. So on this line, I will take a measurement of 5 millimeters down. So this is 5 millimeters. Okay, so I will also draw a line here too. So this line. So this 5 millimeters, I will transfer it to this side here. Okay, so the thickness of this thing that we have in the middle, okay, let me figure it out while I pause the video. All right, looking at what we have here, this thickness is not given. It is not given, but I will take it as 13 millimeters. Just look like what we have here. So I will take it as 13 millimeters. So I will just come into the middle here. So 13 by 2, that will give us 6.5. That's 6.5. So I will take a measurement of 6.5. This is 6.5 here. Okay, then coming to this side, so this is 6.5. okay, so now, so I'm going to transfer this to this end here, and I'll also transfer this to this end here. All right, so now so that 5 that we have taken here, I'm going to draw a line from this point. So draw a line in this direction. Okay, so I will draw a line in this direction. Then from this point, I will also draw a vertical line down. Okay, so draw a vertical line down to meet this. Then I will transfer this to this side like this. Even I'm supposed to make this a thick line at once. So this is a thick line here. Okay, so let me make everything here a thick line. Okay, so this will be a thick line. So I will also make this a thick line. Okay, so I should have made this a thick line, and this will also be a thick line. Okay, so here also I'll make this a thick line. So this line, will be a thick line. This line will be a thick line. So you can see that the object is coming out. So distance from here to here will be made a thick line. Okay, so you can see what we have here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to also draw a vertical line from this point. So draw a vertical line from this point. So I will transfer this 5 that I've taken here. I will transfer it to this side because we are going to have it here. So I'll just draw a line from okay, so I'll draw a line from here to here. So this line also from this point, I will take it to this end here. So let's bring out the shape as it looks here. So this will be a thick line. Okay, so I make this a thick line. So I make this also a thick line. So this will be a thick line from here to here. Okay, so then this will also be a thick line from here to here. Okay, so I believe you can see what we already have. So let me make this line a thick line at once. Okay, so all right, so this is what we have here as shown in the plan. So we need to produce this shape that we have here on the end elevation, this semicircle, and also this circle. We are going to produce it. So the radius of this semicircle is 30, and the diameter of this circle is given as 21. So we first of all work on this one. So let's produce that. So as we have here, I'm going to take a measurement of I'm going to make it 60 millimeters. So okay, all right, so I have 60 here. This is 60 millimeters. So I'm going to get the midpoint of this, so which is 30. So this is 30 millimeters. So I will transfer. Do not forget that whenever you have to construct an isometric circle, you need to produce an isometric square, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So also I will need to transfer this point to the other side. So transfer this point to the other side, so like this. Okay, so now, so what I'm going to do is to connect the longest corners together, the longest corners, which is what we have here. So I'm going to connect them together like this. Okay. Okay, so that's the longest corners. So then I'm going to draw a line from this point to join this point like this. Okay, so I will also draw from here to join this point, though I don't need everything. So that's all that I need. So what I need to do now is to put the pinpoint on my compass at this point here, so which I believe you can see. So I put at this point, so, and I will extend it to this point. So I first of all check. Okay, so I need to okay, so this is correct. So I will draw this like this to this point. So then I'm going to put the pinpoint on my compass here, and I will extend it to this point. Okay, extend to this point. Then I'm going to draw an arc from here like this to make this one. Okay, so we have this. So how do we move it to the back? So what we need to do, so this I do mine or my work. So I will transfer this point onto this line. Then I will come to so just taking a point from here. So we already have the point. I'll draw this line, and I will also transfer this to this side. So this point also, I will transfer it to this side. All right. All right. So the method that I use to construct this semicircle here is what I want to use to produce it here at the back. So I'll just put the pinpoint on my compass here. I've drawn all the lines just because of time. So I put the pinpoint on my compass here and I will draw this curve like this. So draw this arc. Okay. So this is better than the other method that I wanted to use. Okay, so now that we have produced this part, so what I need to do now is to make this line a thick line down here. Okay, so then this line will be made a thick line from here to here, and this line will also be made a thick line from here to here. All right, so I believe you can see what we already have here. So what we need to do now is to produce the hole that we have here. So I'm going to pause the video and do that. If you have watched my video on how to draw an isometric circle, you will know what I want to do. So I pause the video, do that, and then I'll show you the result when I'm done with that. All right, the isometric circle has been made, as you can see on the screen. So every part of this object has been put together as we are given here in the orthographic views. So every part is there. So the rectangle that we have here, so we have the rectangular hole, and this part that we have here, you can see it here with the middle one. Then the isometric curve or semicircle that we have here, we have it here with the hole present here. So every part is placed in this on this object. So thank you for watching. Just keep on practicing, and God bless you.